Hey, what's happening? Happy Thursday to everybody. It's Daryl here. It is bright and freaking early, man. It's 3 a.m. here in Connecticut on the East Coast. Okay, I don't know if it's a full moon or what. My channel doesn't do like altercations, all the time, but it just seems like that's just what keeps popping up. The most interesting videos I keep finding to talk about lately. This one isn't an actual, there's no physical confrontation here. It's a lot of going back and forth. It's just, I've watched this video. There's two parts to it. Okay, the links will be down below. It's from Instagram. The man's name that recorded this is, I believe his name is Dante Jones. Dante Slim Grim 67 Jones. And the links will be right down below anyway, so you could see exactly what I'm talking about. And he's got two parts to this that I found so far. And then he's got a remix. So he's really getting his money's worth out of this, and I don't blame him one bit. I guess this guy, he's a black gentleman. It looks like he posts other motorcycle and fashion type videos. He's a fit, good-looking dude, and I got to give him credit. I got to give him a world of credit because he handles this incredibly well. Even he rolls the window up and he's kind of just commenting to himself, and he sounds so calm during this whole thing. You could tell he's in a he's not just pretending to be calm. He is just relaxed during this whole altercation, and I commend him for that. Now, the other person involved in this is a white woman, a white lady, and this is all happening at McDonald's. What this was over, I still can't. There's an article down below from the Atlanta Black Star. They might say what this was about, something through with the drive-through, but it doesn't really matter. So the black gentleman is driving an Audi, a white Audi, and he's sitting in his car eating his meal, and the white lady comes up, and she calls him son and boy. More than once. She's saying this intentionally, and she seems to be just unhappy. I'm wondering what's going on in this woman's life. Really, I've watched this so many times, and I'm wondering what is going on in this. Is she going through a divorce or something? What has happened to this woman that has made her so freaking angry? And the thing that amazes me too is the time and energy that both of these people, really, honestly, if this was me, if I was Dante Jones, I would have drove away. I would have just drove out. I would have just rolled in my window, and I would have gone somewhere else to eat my meal, because he was eating his meal when this lady came up to his window. And she walked away from this window. She's yelling. She gets all frustrated. She's trying to egg him on. She's trying to get him out of the car. She says she wants to fight club this shit. That's her exact words. And then she keeps calling him a pussy. She says the word. She calls him a pussy at least, I'd say about, I didn't count, but I'm guessing about 36 times, about 30 or 40 times she calls him a pussy. And she's trying to get him out of the car. What this is all over, I don't know. And I just can't believe the issues that this woman has. She talks about his car, the way he's dressed. She keeps telling him that he should go to school. Get an education, she tells him. Get an education. You're driving your white Audi, eating at McDonald's. What any of this has to do with anything? I'm wondering if this woman is really off balance. And she, how does she know just because he's a black gentleman driving an Audi, the way he's dressed, that he didn't, maybe she thinks he's a basketball star or a rapper or something, and he hasn't gone to college? Because honestly, I'm wondering how she's assuming this, that he's doing well. Maybe he's an influencer or a creator on Instagram. He's doing well. I'm wondering how she just assumes that he never went to college just because of his color. I don't know. And I'm wondering what she's actually going to do. She looks like she actually wants to scrap with him. I was debating, does she, because the moment he gets out of that car, he's screwed. Even me, I'm part Native American and part Caucasian. If I know better than to ever get out of the car. The moment you step out of that car, well, I'm 6'4", 6'3". The moment I step out of that car and this woman comes at me, it's all over. I'm going to jail. one way or the other. No matter what, at that point, I'm going to jail. I commend Dante Jones for not stepping out of that car, not opening the door or anything, because I've had women yell at me like this before, and you just gotta just get away from them, walk away, because the minute you interact with them, you know, a man and a woman, the man's going to jail. She stands in front of the car. She blocks this poor older couple, like in their 70s, maybe even 80s, are trying to get in their car. And she says she doesn't. I don't have a beef with them. She goes, I got a beef with you, you pussy. You know, and this is a grandmother, a great grandmother, and she's just throwing the P word around. You know, and there's people going by. She's looking ridiculous. She's looking insane. And I just think about all the time and energy. The time and energy. This reminds me of my saying. Like I said, I've been clean and sober for 17 and a half years. And when I tell you guys that this thought process that I use has brought me so much peace of mind, I'm not exaggerating. I'm totally serious about this. It has to do with the serenity. I'm going to bring it up again, the serenity prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. This is my version of that, though. People are going to do what they're going to do. You know, getting out, you know, no matter what he does, no matter what he says, is not going to change this woman. And I think he knows that, Dante Jones. You know, she's going to be an off-the-wall lunatic regardless of anything he says. You know, she's going to hate him no matter what. No matter what he says or does. You know, you can only change the way that you respond to somebody. And he does this well. You know, he eggs her on a little too much for my own comfort. You know, maybe he's okay. Like I said, if it were me, I just don't want. I wouldn't want that negativity in my life. I don't need it. I don't want it. I don't want to be anywhere near it. I've seen it enough. I've dealt with it enough, and no good could come of it. You know, unless you're gonna post it on Instagram. You know, maybe, you know. But it's the longer he sits there, the more risky it is for him, because this woman is off. You don't know what she's gonna do. You know, and like I said, when the cops roll up, chances are they're going to be looking at him more than her. Unfortunately, that's just the way this country really is, and the world really is. Yeah, so she's nuts, and I just wonder, you know, she's putting him down for what he's eating. Oh, she says she makes $1 million. When he talks about Dante goes, look at my car and look at yours, when she's saying get educated, and she says that her car looks like his Audi, but costs a lot less. Like, this is a dig to him. You know, she thinks she's getting a dig on him by saying that she drives a cheaper car that looks like an Audi. And then she brags she makes $1 million a year, and she makes fun of what he's eating. And then she differentiates between, they're both at McDonald's, but she just went there for a coffee. She doesn't eat there, which she believes makes her somehow a better person than him, more educated. Unfreaking believable. Like I said, it just amazes me that people have so much anger and so much just turmoil in their life that they act like this woman. It was obvious that she was trying to taunt him, you know, the racial stuff. And I commend Dante Jones, Dante Slim Grim 67 Jones, man. He handled it well. He kept his calm. If it were me, I would have gotten out. I would have just drove away. And like I said, I don't want to be anywhere near that kind of crazy, that kind of turmoil. I don't need it in my life. I've had plenty of it through all the years that I used. I've been clean and sober for 17 and a half years. Recovery is possible. All right, the links to the video will be down below. Instagram, it'll be right down below. Dante Slim Grim 67 Jones. Oh, by the way, the reason I don't do this, YouTube is very strict. I can't put, you're not, like when you have a YouTube monetized channel, you can do this on other channels like TikTok, but on YouTube, when you're monetized, I can't post his video on my video. I can't do that. Even if I get permission from him, it's kind of iffy, and it's a very, YouTube is very strict with this stuff, and that's why I don't post these videos here. I just don't need to deal with copyright issues. I've been suspended for that before when I was first learning. And once you get 3 strikes, you lose your channel for good. It's gone. And I'd rather just let you guys click on the video below. All right. I hope you understand. Have a good Thursday.